Hey, how you doing, YouTube? Welcome back. Well, let's see here. Let's get right into it. As you can see, I've already penciled it in because this one was a little complicated for me, but not bad. But I thought it took me time to draw it, so I thought, it's going to make a heck of a long video. So anyway, I'm using Buck here, the big amber colored fountain pen. That one's my favorite. And yeah, this is the Tewa Lodge. Sits on Route 66 in Albuquerque, or what used to be Route 66 years ago. It's central in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it's changed a lot, man. It's changed a lot. This is I did put one up of neon for another motel on Route 66. This one's in a much better location. It's still pretty, kind of sketchy area, but a lot better. It's a nice place, and it's still, I believe, a motel. No big chain fence around it or anything like that. It opened, I think, in 1946. It was 46 or 47, I read. Anyway, it's old Pueblo revival style. And it's funny, as I start looking at these things and reading about them, this is not the original neon. It changed over the years. In fact, it moved. The whole sign moved. It was in the center of a courtyard there. And it moved to one side by the office. And the arrow is an add-on, I believe. It's still considered Route 66 neon. It was added early enough that it's still part of Route 66 neon. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Route 66, funny thing, it's, and so's Interstate 40. Route 66, called the Will Rogers Highway. Does anybody know why? I don't know why it's called the Will Rogers Highway. I know who Will Rogers is, but I don't know why it picked up that nickname. Anyway, Route 66 was started in November 11th, 1929, I believe. 2,448 miles. From Chicago, Illinois to Santa Monica, California. Pretty cool old highway. I wish that a lot more of it had been saved. Here in New Mexico, man, I've found some places where a little chunk of it in a falling down old style gas station from like the early 30s or mid 30s, maybe, I don't know, old. But I found it by accident, and then when I went to go back and photograph the place and maybe paint it and stuff, there's an old bridge going across some, what do you call it? An arroyo. It's volcanic, and about 25, 30 feet down is a small stream. And an old rusty bridge that's fallen down. Anyway, it's the gate was closed, and when the gate was closed, I read the sign, and the sign says it's on the Laguna Pueblo. So I've never been able to go back there because they keep the gate closed, and I'm not really. I don't know. Maybe if I got with the Pueblo, they might give me permission to go in there and photograph. I don't know. But it says no trespassing. So I found it by accident. But anyway, yeah, the point is there's just little teeny sections of Route 66 that still exist here in New Mexico that are drivable or passable. But yeah, that's part of Route 66. This is not, if you've read Steinbeck's, what was that book called? Grapes of Wrath. I love that book. It's a really good book. But those people in the Okies and stuff like that during the Dust Bowl days, they came through New Mexico. They would have come through here on old Route 66, but this part of Route 66 was not Route 66 till post, I believe, 1937. Before that, Route 66 went up through Santa Fe and down to Santa Rosa, New Mexico, instead of coming through Albuquerque. So in other words, it would have gone the other direction. This is on the east-west part of Route 66, and that section of Route 66 that was pre-1937 went, at least through that part of out through New Mexico, it went north-south. So anyway, yeah, you know, the system was decommissioned in 1985. Route 66 was when I-40 got built, but a lot of people don't know is that I-40 didn't get finished till well into the 70s. You know, I was young when I watched them, you know, exploding mountains and stuff like that for Interstate 40 in the mid-70s. So anyway, yeah, I'm putting in a little shadow here. I wasn't really happy with the shadow. For those of you that do painting, I wasn't really happy with the way that came out. And in the future, I think I'm going to outline the signage, even though there's no outline there, just to bring it out a little bit. So yeah, sorry guys, this one's pretty short, sweet, little chunk of New Mexico history here. The Tewa Lodge, still there, still functioning. If you get to Albuquerque, you might even try to stay there sometime. Just as a little snippet of history. I don't know anything about it. I haven't been in the store or anything like that, so I don't know the people. I just took this shot, honestly, while I was just driving by, sadly. So, there's a frame, or I mean a mat, and doodly poop. Listen, you guys be safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care now.